How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to take a look at some of the new PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 game updates. Over the last week and a half, we've had a lot of release date announcements and other announcements, so let's get right into it. I want to go over some of the more underrated stuff, but first of all, we have the Eternal Cylinder confirmed for September 30th. This has been announced for a little bit, but now we know it'll be coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC via the Epic Game Store on September 30th for $29.99, coming from developer Team. The game's description notes, in the Eternal Cylinder, players control a herd of adorable creatures called Trebums and must explore a strange alien world filled with exotic life forms, surreal environments, and the constant threat of the Cylinder, a gargantuan rolling structure of ancient origin which crushes everything in its path. In this unique alien ecosystem, real-time world destruction, animal AI, and organic exploration and puzzle design all combine to deliver an unforgettable adventure. The game notes players must explore a gorgeous world which is populated with unforgettable vistas and unique landscapes which have something new to discover around every corner. Solve ancient mysteries, explore the world to discover a vast array of challenging puzzles to solve and overcome. Real-time world destruction, everything in the world can be destroyed in real time by the Eternal Cylinder, so players must continuously evade its destructive path in order to survive while marveling at the visual splendor of its godlike power. And build your own alien family, develop a nomadic herd of unique alien creatures. Players control them from the herd at a time, and the rest follow, but you can switch to any individual member of their herd at will. Explore the world to rescue more of your brethren and continuously expand your family. Control a herd which can grow to more than 20 members at any time and imbue each of them with their own unique mutations and skill sets. Players can create a custom name for each of them, increasing the emotional bond on top of that. You have a unique mutation system. They start at the bottom, but they work their way up. They have the unique ability to mutate and unlock new skills by consuming natural edibles which populate the game world. So players must explore and experiment with a vast array of fruits, flora, and alien creatures to unlock new powers and gameplay options, and over 50 mutations to discover as well. And there's also a deep and engrossing story for players to uncover and a layered survival system. Again, the game is due out PS4, X1, PC September the 30th. Next up, here's one that I'm super excited for. Disco Elysium has arrived to PS4 and PS5, but now we know that I Am 8-Bit will release a physical edition of Disco Elysium, the final cut, for PlayStation 4 at retail on November the 9th for $39.99. It'll include a free upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version as well. So that's great to hear. On top of that, now there will be a collector's edition for PS5 as well at a hefty $250, but it's got a lot of stuff. Maybe not for everyone, but Disco Elysium, the game itself, I think is for everyone. This is a game with absolutely exceptional writing. Like, I talk about some of the best RPGs I'm playing, and a lot of those RPGs pale in comparison to the engrossing writing and captivating writing that Disco Elysium features. It is just a fantastic story-driven game, and yes, it is very much story-driven with a lot of choice-based consequences, and that makes the game quite a bit replayable, and I would highly recommend you to check out Disco Elysium. It's a game that doesn't get a lot of buzz on the console side of things. It got a lot of buzz when it came out on PC back a few years ago. I want to say like a year and a half ago or so. It got a lot of buzz then, but since then, it has kind of tapered off and not a lot of people talk about it, and the console release didn't generate an immense amount of buzz, but the game is excellent, and I would highly recommend you to check it out, especially at a budget price point of $39.99. Especially, again, if you're into story-driven games, it's going to be right up your alley. Next up, we have Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries, and this is coming to PS5 and PS4 on September 23rd, currently available on Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC. So this has been out for a little bit. It dropped back in May of this year, I believe. Yeah, end of May of this year. And had a very positive reception on Steam. 2,483 Steam reviews, 82% positive, a 74 on Metacritic. Notes the year is 3015. The battlefields are dominated by war machines known as battle mechs. Level entire cities and decimate the enemy in your battle mech. Follow a quest for glory and revenge. Manage an expanding mercenary company. Fight alongside your friends with a 4-player PvE co-op. This is a game that is also was also released at a budget price point of $29.99, so that's quite nice as well. Has an in-depth story. Gameplay is taken out in an action-oriented environment, and overall, if a price point like this is what the game is going to go for. I do think it's going to be a purchase that some people are going to check out, especially because towards the end of this month, it's not like we're going to be bombarded with a lot of game releases, so this might be something that actually resonates with a lot of people, and especially because I'm a sucker for mechs. I like me some good mech games, and we don't have a lot of those these days, so this might be one to check out. Next up, we have Eterna Noctis launching December 15th for PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. A 2D hand-drawn Metroidvania title, and I know saying something like that is immediately gonna get people excited. From a visual standpoint, looks quite good. Notes: become the King of Darkness in an epic journey through 16 connected areas in a challenging hand-drawn 2D Metroidvania. Wield your regained powers and blade in heart-stopping combat, navigate through skill-based platform sections, and discover an immersive story through environmental storytelling. The game touts a fluid gameplay mechanics in a game with such a difficulty curve that scales with progression. It features extremely responsive controls allowing for precise movement and combat, high mobility, intuitive world design allowing the players to exploit the precise movement controls of the character, allowing you to overcome each challenge in a multitude of ways as you become more skilled in the game. It allows you to get even faster completion times, deep, beautiful plot featuring an immersive and emotional story with incredible moments filled with unexpected twists that will immerse the players into the rich world of Eterna Noctis. The game is scheduled for release again December the 15th. Next up, here's one that kind of came out of nowhere to me, and that is Moon, coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Now, this is a old RPG that released in the 90s, and I had never played it. I don't even know if it came stateside, but I remember it getting quite a bit of buzz, you know, in the niche RPG circles, but now it's coming to PC, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5, and it notes, in 1997, the now legendary anti-RPG Moon launched in Japan. Now under the watchful eye of its original creators, it's finally in English. So yes, it never saw a release outside of Japan. Have you ever felt it odd that the heroes of RPGs go around opening villages' closets and stealing from them, or that they travel the world indiscriminately, killing all monsters they meet? The game looks at the RPGs we all know and love from a new perspective. So yes, a little bit of a quirky RPG, but nonetheless pretty cool to see that this is getting a release on other platforms. A release date has not been announced at this point, but should be out probably sometime in 2021. And lastly, we have the action RPG in Asterigos that's been announced for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and PC. I've been seeing some people compare this game to Mortals Phoenix Rising, like a more budget-oriented form of that. The game notes free exploration in ancient Rome and classical Greek-inspired city complex, customizable styles of combat, challenging encounters, and immersive storytelling. The trailer itself actually looks pretty interesting. I mean, from a technical standpoint, it's not like it's a complete blow-away title or anything like that, but music seems to be pretty solid and gameplay looks relatively interesting as well. Again, this one is scheduled for a release sometime in early 2022. They are touting a PlayStation 4 and PC release by late spring of 2022, and then the PlayStation 5 release in late fall of 2022, powered by Unreal Engine 4 as well. And that's gonna do it for me. A ton of game updates and game news to go over. Some smaller titles, some lower key stuff, but hey, at this point, all you guys know about Horizon, all you guys know about God of War. Sometimes it's nice to shine a light on some of these smaller game updates and news, and maybe some of these titles will interest you. I mean, a Disco Elysium, that should be right up a lot of people's alley. Mech Warrior 5, again, probably something a lot of people would enjoy. And a lot of other titles as well. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.